I am from Cleanenergy Logan Innovations Private Limited, and I'm named as Gugan, and my role is I'm the founder and CEO of the company. And so what we do exactly in our company is we are from the R&D background. We've been in research and development for the past 16 years after incorporation in the company. And the major goal why we started this is because of our primary goal is to deliver a solution for global warming. So I hope all of you are aware about what is the criticality. That is why we will gather here. And everyone knows that electric vehicle and renewable energy would be the solution for the global warming. But exactly it is not. So if you see the two main sectors which is causing the global warming is transportation and the power plants. And in transportation, the tech giants are suggesting the EV would be the better solution. But for the EV, the problem is the charging. I'm not sure how many of you some other invention also be presented here for how to avoid the charging timing and how we going to fix the less charging, all these things. But I'm going to come up with a very important thing, that is you don't have to charge your electric vehicle anymore. So as the first line, I just put it here that I'm sorry. Can you put it again? Yeah, the first one. So as everyone knows, the conservation of law says that the power cannot be created and destroyed. I would agree it is 100% in the electrical field because we did we spent a lot of money and we spent a lot of years doing the electrical field, but we couldn't able to achieve anything. Then we took a side road and we started working on the mechanical energy. So I would say a simple example where you can believe the mechanical energy can be enhanced is when you are lifting a weight. For example, if you are having 100 kg over here, and when you are putting effort to lift it, the effort what you are putting is the force, I would say. And the amount of effort you use to lift the weight is very high. But when you are using a lever to lift the same weight, you don't have to spend that much. That is kind of you giving less input energy and you are achieving a high in the output. So that is one of the simple example I told so that people can correlate and just start believe that mechanical energy can be enhanced. And we are not the first one who is doing research in this. This is started on 18th century and a lot of people did research in mechanical energy enhancement. And even few of them are successful. They achieved the flywheel concepts. But there is a lot of problem with the flywheel. You cannot use it more than 5 kVA. So that not has been used in any of the power plants or not has been used in any of the electric vehicles so far. So what we invented specifically is a gear train. So nothing fancy, it's just a gearbox. So what it does is, if you give 1 HP as an input, the mechanical energy, you will be getting 3 HP in the output. So we enhancing the mechanical energy. In each stage, we achieved 20% of enhancement. And in the 5 stage, you can achieve 192% enhancement of the mechanical energy. And so how you going to use this for the global warming solution is, can you go to the next one? Okay. So how we going to use this for the global warming solution is, we just designed a prototype which has been implemented in, which can be implemented in power plant as well as in the electric vehicles. So the prototype contains input source to produce the kinetic energy. The input source could be a gear motor or air motor or a hydraulic motor. And we do have our gear system. And the energy converter is used to convert the mechanical energy back to the electrical energy. That could be a AC generator or DC generator, depends upon the requirement. And you can use a compressor if you are using a hydraulic motor or air motor. Okay, so this is the prototype circuit. Like we implemented this in auto rickshaw, which is of 100,000 watt. So just we thought of starting with the, I believe in Scrum model, so I don't like following the waterfall model. So since with the Scrum model, we started with a small prototype and we are working on enhancing this for bus, tracks, all these things. The things are going on. So just to say this one, we used a battery as an input source, as obviously everyone is using. But for this vehicle, actually they're supposed to use 100 Ah battery. But this system doesn't require that much. So we are using a battery of 48 volt or 40 Ah or 20 Ah also can be used. And what we are doing is, we creating a kinetic energy which is required for our gear system by using a BLDC motor, what we used in our prototype. And in the gear mechanism, we are enhancing the mechanical energy. And finally, we converting the enhanced mechanical energy to kinetic energy. If you see, in this portion, we are not doing any invention. This is kind of the same motors and the same generator which we bought from the regular suppliers. That is having a, what we bought is 85% efficiency of the BLDC motor, and the generator is almost kind of 80% only. So even though you enhance the mechanical energy, you are losing kind of 35%, and while you're converting it to the electrical energy. So this is a simple example that we are giving 48 volt and 40 amps as an input, and you are getting twice in the output. So you will recycle it back for the battery, and it will act as a floating current, so it's not going to store in the battery. So this system will take input just once from the battery, and for further cycling, it will just use the energy from the generator, as well as it will run the motor parallelly. So any questions?
Yes.
Yeah.